Well, my story begins, like most people's, with my parents. My father's name was Peter, and he met my mom, who was just 19, married her, and didn't have a marital home to which to bring his new bride. And so he personally converted a little one-room, single-standing garage on an alley in Fort Lauderdale. My dad worked very hard, sort of an American dream story. And he wanted to educate his 3 children. I was the surprise 4th baby. All of us went to college. I went to law school. And my mother, course by course by course, achieved not just her bachelor's degree, but her master's degree before she died. So I grew up with a mom who was constantly pursuing her education, and that greatly influenced me. I went to the University of Virginia. It completely reshaped who I thought I was. It's Thomas Jefferson's university. I learned a lot about myself. Faith was very important, and I grew up going to church. My father was the type of man, he was a little old school, and he believed in us being self-starters. I met G in January of my first year in law school. He is also a lawyer. I'm afraid my grades suffered a little bit due to finding the love of my life that early. And he proposed to me my 3rd year in law school in January, and we were married several months after graduating. So, fun fact, election day this year is November 6th, 2018, and that is my 25th wedding anniversary. I was a corporate lawyer for Morris, Manning & Martin for a number of years, and what I did was healthcare technology. So I've always had a passion for healthcare. After a period of time, G and I decided to start our family, and we now have 3 children. I ended up ultimately deciding to stay home with my children. That was a difficult decision, but one I do not regret. So my life really changed at that point, and took a kind of right turn. So whereas I had an interest in healthcare before that time, I felt really called to serve women. I formed a clinic with a partner, and we serve breastfeeding moms and babies here all over the metro area because there's so few clinics. To me, it was a way to both speak to vulnerable women. It reflects my interest in healthcare, and as a woman and a strong woman, it's a way to also stand shoulder to shoulder with women at a time when they're really growing. So it's a passion of mine. It was so little care being offered to breastfeeding moms and babies. We were one of the first of its kind in the area. I'm running for state senate, I think because I'm a believer. I always have been, and I mean that in more ways than one. Mostly I believe in the grace of God. I believe in individual freedoms that made our country the greatest on earth. And I believe that government has a role, but it needs to be restricted, and it needs to get out of the way and allow our businesses and families to thrive. And I'm running on the issues which we have in common, which is sort of the kitchen table issues that face our community. Better schools, a safe neighborhood, less traffic, lower taxes, lower property taxes so our seniors can stay in their homes. Things that make our community strong, safe, and secure. We all want that. I think the 6th District is looking for someone who's positive, optimistic, prepared, bright, strong, and that's not going to play games down at the Capitol, and that's me.